Jenna.
All right, my boys. My sweet Mendoza boys.
Aww.
You guys are wonderful. What the fuck? I guess I loved the game you guys played. I do think I made a lot of the decisions for the alliance that we OG had, the 5 of us. I do feel like I low key made every decision for 3 rounds. So I do feel like I deserve credit for that. But I'm kind of stoned, sorry. And I'm forgetting what I'm saying. But I think you guys played fucking awesome games. I think you're proving some incredible points right now. I really like what you're saying because I think a lot of people kind of come into the last round like, oh, this is who I'm going to vote for. And then they're like, wait, fuck, these games are so intense. These are so unbelievably intricate. They are killing the game in a totally different way. But I think you both played amazing games and I just want to go out with you later. That's all I really have to say. I'm still upset that you voted me out, so don't do that again.
Congratulations, guys. Awesome job. Thank you so much for inviting me back. I really appreciate that. I don't really have anything bad to say about you guys. You guys did an amazing fucking job, man. Congratulations. So, may the best house guest win.
Ooh.
I'm happy to see you guys up there. I really am. Congratulations. You guys did such a good job, and I really feel just good that you guys are both up there. I feel like you played really, I don't feel like you pulled any dirty moves or anything like that from what I saw. It could be biased, but so my question is, what are you going to do with the money?
I honestly haven't thought about the money. I mean, I came here to play the game, which I'll touch on in our closing statements.
Oh, you don't care about the money? Okay.
I guess I just started thinking about it. I missed a class today that's it's obviously comic classes are super fucking expensive, and I literally was if I win, I'm gonna put it towards that class. That's it. To develop my craft.
It's a pleasure to play with both of you and work with you from the very beginning. I obviously know who Ryan would have picked to bring to the finals, but I'm just curious, Derek, would you have brought Ryan to the finals?
I wanted to stick to our final 2, and the whole time up until he won and everybody cheered, and that told me that if I had the opportunity, taking him to the end would be a bad move. And so as a game player, I couldn't do that, and I feel like the jury would have respected that. However, I'm happy to be sitting next to him, and I'm glad to fight it out with him, so I would have taken him.
Ryan, I have a question for you. I know that you had several Final 2 agreements in this game, and I never quite trusted you 100%, but we made one early on. Mm-hmm. And I'm just curious, when you made a Final 2 agreement with Derek, when you made one with myself, and if you made any other ones. I think there's another one right here that I'm aware of. So which one was Derek always the one that you were planning to stick with from the beginning?
Yeah, and that's because with Jenna, she knows this, Glenn, it was going to come down to a 2 versus 2 in the Final 4, and that's when I think she felt it, I think they all felt it, I think you guys felt it being you guys had 3, Jenna had 2, 3, I was hoping to have Jenna and Derek, but when that Final 6 started happening, I was I'm going to be 2 to 4, and yeah, so that's why those started to fly, and my original Final 2 is with Derek.
Our Final 2 will now make a final statement, and then we will vote.
Yeah.
This day has just been amazing. Brian's great, you guys are all great. I was just so excited to get to play Big Brother. I've watched every season of Big Brother. I've watched every season of Survivor twice. I'm a huge reality TV fan. I only told my teammates that, Glenn, Pete, and Steve. I myself host these types of games. I've done 4 of them.
You son
of And every time I host, people always ask me, would you want to play? And I go, I mean, yes, but who's going to put this together? And then I listen to a podcast and hear about this guy, and I binge all of Survivor Brooklyn, all of Big Brother Brooklyn. I reach out to him in an email, find out he's in LA, and I'm like, next time, if you need people, I'm in. And so for me, this was, can I do what I think I can do, which is get to the end of the game and win? And so I came in here not knowing anybody with the goals of try to keep it low, try to make friends with as many people as possible, and try to position yourself in a place where you will never be voted out. I threw a lot of challenges at the beginning because I didn't want to be a target. I'm really super competitive, so it was really hard. So I was playing the whole time. I tried to keep the game fun. I tried not to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm sorry if I did. I just really want to win. And it's been so much fun, and I think that's all I have to say. Thank you all.
Alright guys, buckle up. Alright, first half of this I just want to say, Matt, you don't know this, but I've been watching your videos for like over a year. Like I'm like, what is this? Like this looks so fun. And I like got Nick to like, and Jeffrey like put my name in. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So as the same thing, thank you so much for letting me come like play this. This is fucking like so cool. This is so, I'm so disgusting nerdy. I love this. Like shit, and like I think we all do. And like I don't know, this year I totally made it like a resolution that like last year was like a super tough year. I got rid of like a lot of people in my life, and I was just like, it's just so good to be around like genuinely like just like cool people, and we all like the same thing. So great, cool, great. Game wise, you guys don't know this about me, but like I am competitive to a point where people like don't like to play with me. So I found out early on I couldn't win anything because that would put me in the worst position because of how many different intricate layers I was with everyone. And so it was hard for me to throw almost every single fucking challenge, which I did. Until the end, until at the very end where I was like, okay, now I can't because my back's up against a wall when it was just us two. I was like, I need to win the rest of whatever. And I think I won the things I needed to win to get here. Otherwise, I would not be here. So even though I don't win as many challenges, that's fine. I threw most of them. In terms of like the game and like voting people out, like I said, each of you guys, when I was like with you, like, hey, we're it, that was what was happening until it was like, I don't have numbers, or this alliance is being shady, or I can't do this, so then I had to switch. Anyway, I played the game super hard. I think I played it well, and I think I played it with a lot of finesse. Specifically, the one like move that I was like, this was like my move was between Lyle and Home and Jenna. Everyone wanted Jenna out. Everyone was telling me Jenna, 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 and I was with Lindsay at the time, and they were like Jenna, 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 and I was like, there's no fucking way Jenna can go. So then I quickly got everyone to vote out Lyle, and Greg at the last second was like, no, everyone's voting Jenna, and I got all of us to vote to keep Jenna while Greg was the only vote, which then put a target on Greg's back and kept us safe for like a little bit longer. So that was like a cool thing that I figured out. And I genuinely like all of you. That's it, guys.
Okay, winner of Big Brother. All right, guys. This is really actually tough because both of you guys deserve it on merit, but I have to give it to my boy Ryan. I'm voting for you, Ryan. You played this game so well. I got to see you in the early stages making connections with everybody, and you were wise enough to distance yourself from me and say, no thank you.
We never thought this would be the case. We were voting for Ryan the whole time until we just found out all this nitty-gritty nonsense. If your ride or die was the one who pretty much had a hand in us going home, and you decided not to necessarily align with us, we're your team. You didn't have our back. You had our backs, but you had Derek's back.
More than he had ours.
And you know what? We don't want to give it to either of you, but because our own teammate chose different alliances over us, we're giving it to Derek. Our vote's for Derek.
We were brought in playing as coaches, playing a separate game, and the way that Steve has been behaving, if that had been any player, they would have been voted out 4 rounds ago. And so, unfortunately, he did a disservice to his team. So I'm voting for Ryan to win.
It was a great game. I'm very happy that 2 of my strongest allies made it to the finals, even if neither one of them was going to take me. Derek probably would have taken me, but they're tough cookies. That said, I think they both played amazing games. It's a hard choice, but I vote for Derek to win.
I'm going to vote for Ryan because I think both of them played such incredible games that it's kind of hard to decide between the two because I think they both had incredible strategies, and Derek also did vote me out and kind of betrayed me super hard, and me and Ryan were super close, and I fucking love him and I love them both, but I am going to vote for Ryan because I also want Stacy to win, she's the dopest.
Steve versus Stacy. Derek versus Ryan. We're about to find out who the winner of Big Brother Season 4 Los Angeles is. By a vote of 6-2, the winner is Ryan.